In this video, I want to share with you a family drama and a lesson to learn. I talked to Bishop Strickland because he shared with me what happened to him. He sort of felt disappointed by someone he trusted. He was sort of seeking some help, but that person, the friend, his friend, sort of very politely declined the seeking help. So, but Bishop said he understood it. But the point is that you read the classic medieval book, Imitation of Christ. The point is, we human beings are unstable. So I told Bishop that, Bishop, at this point, I have nothing. I am nobody. So I can say I am loyal to you. But if someday I become what that famous friend is, I become wealthy, I become famous, influential, I might leave you. I might even betray you. So see Matthew 26:41. Watch and pray that you may not undergo the test. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. So today, I drove my son, little boy, to the swimming competition. And on the way, I told him, don't forget, right before you jump into the water, make a sign of the cross to beseech God's help. When you finish, when you're on the finish line, make another sign of the cross to thank God. Just keep reminding him. And he was silent. So I shouted to him. But he did it so I accompanied my son for quite a few hours under the scorching sun of Texas. So my son made a sign of the cross, and he performed the well. The first place, the second place. So on our way back, I said to my son that in order to perform better, you need to grow your stamina, your muscle. You need to grow taller. So you need to drink more milk and eat more meat. And he said back to me, I don't want to swim faster. It's none of your business. So this is what he said to me. Wow, this is the first time I hear my son saying that to me. And immediately I was so shocked and turned so angry. and I uttered many blasty, harsh, very harsh words to my son. And I told the mother, we're all very disappointed and angry. So my son cried and messed up. A lot of emotion there. So in the evening, the prayer, we got together, mom, children, and mom said to my son, my wife said to the son, also I agree with her that we told our son that you're not being thankful, not being grateful. I think that's the fundamental problem. That's how we feel about you, my son. That's why you talk to us many times with that tone and no respect. That's not respectful. That's not a Christian way. And that's not how dad and mom talk. So my son told me he picked it up from his friends or from some website. And I began to target my wife. So I shouted to my wife that, hey, you didn't set a good example for them because you didn't pray right before every meal. So my wife was not happy in our prayer room, in our family chapel. And my wife talked back to me. And I got angry again. I just left the chapel and went upstairs. High blood pressure. But after 2 minutes, I went back downstairs to rejoin them. And calm down to teach my son the lesson why that it's none of your business why this expression is unacceptable. And then I apologized to my son. I said, well, even though it's you caused my anger, caused me to sin, but it is still the subject of the crime. It's still me, Dad. It's I sinned. Said many harsh words to you. And this is your first time. Said that it's none of your business. So son, I'm sorry. I should be more, pray for your dad that be more patient. And of course my son apologized to me. And I told my son, let's from tomorrow, every time I give you a ride, say thank you, Dad. Thank you, Mom. And also reflect on myself. I failed to do so. I failed to be thankful and grateful and say thank you to my parents. And then I turned to my wife and apologized to her that I shouldn't chastise her in the chapel and in front of the children. Also because I failed to give to model for them, for my wife and for my children, to say a prayer before meal. Just most recently, I began to do so. And I urged my children to follow me. So, but for the beginning, myself, as a man, a dad, a husband, a spiritual leader, a priest in the domestic church, domestic family church, I failed to be the good model for them. Then I hugged with my wife, and my wife accepted my apology. And then we began to finish the prayer. Read very slowly, ponder slowly the Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. So children, let's be thankful. Forgive us our trespasses, as because we forgive those who trespass against us. If we fail to do so, if we fail to forgive others, God will not forgive us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. So I told my son, it is demons, devils, Satan, that are speaking, that are tempting you to disrespect your parents, to say the dirty words like it's not our business. We need to resist the devil. It is the devil that is tempting us to say thank you, to say sorry, to pray before meal. And then I said, it is really by the power of Holy Spirit that first of all, it's the devil that pulled me out of the chapel and went upstairs. But it's the power of the Holy Spirit that brought you back to you. It is a devil, first of all, that made your mom to argue back to me. But it is the power of the Holy Spirit that enabled her to continue to stay in the chapel rather than leave the chapel, go back to sleep. And some, it is first of all the devil that make you say those words, disrespectful words. And then it is by the power of the Holy Spirit that allows you, that enable you to apologize to me. So thank Lord. This is a great lesson to learn. Please pray for our family. So let me conclude with a card, a personal card from my young man, Angel, who is a 18-wheeler driver, and he's discerning religious life. So please pray for him. And he's so, uh, he strongly supports me, supports Bishop Strickland and Cardinal Zen. And every time I post anything, every time he likes it, he just click on like with the heart. That means a lot to me. So he stays with me for several days when Bishop Strickland was here. And Angel left me. Today Angel left my home, and he went to San Antonio to visit Sanctus Ranch and the Mission of Divine Mercy. So in his personal card, he wrote, "I have a mustard seed, and I am not afraid to use it." This is by Pope Benedict XVI. And St. John Bosco said, "Your reward in heaven will make up completely for all your pain and suffering." And Angel quotes St. Thomas More, "I do not care very much what men say of me, provided that God approves of me." And Angel said, "Thank you for providing with love and care, hospitality for me. May Lord bless. I wish many blessings upon the great Father you are to many. Your thoughtfulness was appreciated more than you know."